Greetings! It's time that I announce, rather late because I actually meant to make this video earlier, but here we are. It is time for me to announce that I have reacted to The Guest over on the Patreon for After Dark. And it is due to hit the public tag on the Patreon, which means freely accessible, in a few weeks? Something like that? It's kind of a loose schedule I have going on over there. But anyway, I have watched it for After Dark. I reacted to the full series. And I lost my mind for the full series. This show was so good and just once again proves the patrons' impeccable taste. They never steer me wrong. I give them a short list of possibilities and then they vote on that. And so they tell me which ones. They're like, no, 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 you have to do this. And they're always right. They're always right. Tell me why they're always right. The Guest is terrifying, especially in the beginning. I think that first episode, and more specifically, like even the first half of the first episode, is some of the scariest shit I've ever seen. Something about South Korea when they do horror, and when they mean it. Now, granted, if you're like, ooh, yikes, no thank you, it does ease up as the show goes, but you may want to look up, like trigger warnings and like maybe like a surprise guide, because horror is still filtered throughout the series, even though it does kind of lessen up. Oh my god, you might want to know what this is about. The Guest is about a fashion priest, a best boy, and the lesbian, who all share trauma centered around a certain night. On this night that took place in their childhoods, adolescence, a demon basically decided to start possessing people and wreaking havoc in really personal and bloody ways. And ever since then, Best Boy and Fashion Priest separately have been trying to track this demon down to stop it. And from there, this trio starts working together, almost despite themselves, as they delve deeper into what the hell this demon is, etc., etc. There's mystery, there's horror, and there is most certainly vibes and devotion that builds between the best boy and the fashion priest, which is right up my alley. I'm not gonna lie. Screen time wise, it might not be the gayest thing I've ever seen, but not every series needs to be the gayest thing I've ever seen in order for me to love it, and especially love it from a shipping perspective. In fact, sometimes it's really nice to just have the shipping aspect kind of popping up every now and then, and maybe not the central focus, but turns out to be like an important part. It's just delightful because it becomes yet another aspect that you look forward to seeing more of, just like the horror or the mystery with the demon or the mystery with umpteen bajillion other things that are going on. The dynamic of the trio as a whole and individually, like it's threaded through so nicely that I absolutely still consider it like a Gaywatch recommendation, I suppose. That's what this video has turned into. But if you're looking for something that's solely focused on a shipping relationship, this might not be for you, but even then it's so good that I would say give it a chance anyway. 'Cause you won't be sorry, because it's an unbelievable show. So even if you get to the end and you're like, I would have preferred it to have a little bit more pronunciation on the queer stuff going on, you still won't be mad because you just watched a phenomenal show. So keep an eye on the public tag on my Patreon for when that master post of all of the guest episodes goes public. It should be happening here fairly soon. Actually, I know I said a few weeks earlier, but I may have lied. I think it goes up pretty soon. And of course, if you want to experience this all as it happens, and of course with me, because I stream all of my reactions now, then please consider becoming a patron and getting in on the ground floor of all the madness that happens over there with After Dark. Thank you for watching. I hope you give the guest a shot, because it deserves it. And I will see you the next time that I start watching something on After Dark. Please remember to take care of yourself.